My name is Brian Marcian, and I am a resident of the Old Town and a parent of 3 small children. On behalf of my fellow parents and myself, I am pleased to have an opportunity to make this dedication to council tonight on the significance of small neighborhood-based elementary schools. We are a group of concerned parents who all live in Niagara-on-the-Lake and have made the conscious decision to send our school-aged children to a smaller, neighborhood-based elementary school, covering grades junior kindergarten to 8. Our group, Parents for Neighborhood-Based Schooling, represents over 100 families who currently have elementary school-aged children attending the 5 existing elementary schools in Niagara-on-the-Lake. Over 80% of parents surveyed through the ARC process by the DSDN support neighborhood-based elementary schools in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We believe that our young children will receive the best elementary education in a smaller academic environment created by neighborhood-based schools. And we like the fact that our children are physically located within a few blocks from their home. The decisions that will be made over the next few weeks will affect the lives of over 882 children now and for the rest of their lives. We believe that our children should have the best education possible. We believe that education comes first and accommodation comes second. We believe that what goes on between the 4 walls is more important, is most important, as opposed to the accommodation that the children reside in. We chose to live in a small historic town because we like the wholesome way of life that it offers. We understand and respect the distinct neighborhoods within the larger Niagara-on-the-Lake community. We believe that our elementary school should be within a few blocks of our home. We believe that each school should offer child-friendly pedestrian access. Ideally, small children should be able to walk or ride bikes to and from school within 10 minutes. And we value the elementary school children in our local neighborhoods. Research supports that small neighborhood-based schooling provides the best education possible for elementary school children. A small school environment fosters positive relationships between students, teachers, peers, and parents. A direct result is that it promotes character development, emotional stability, higher attendance, and lower dropout rates. This has a direct positive social and economic benefit to our local community. Presently, most of our children have the opportunity to walk or ride their bikes to and from school each day. Some go home for lunch. Now, we know busing is a fact of life in rural areas, but busing to one school would require transporting 882 elementary children, ages 4 to 14, every day. I'd like to speak a moment about the issue of busing and its linkage to lack of exercise and obesity. The Ministry of Health has identified childhood obesity as a serious health issue. Lack of exercise is a major contribution to childhood obesity. Research has shown that for each additional hour of time spent in a vehicle increases your odds of obesity by 6%, while each additional kilometer walked a day reduces your odds of obesity by approximately 5%. Presently, in the Old Town, only 60 out of 187 children are bused to Promenade School. And there are another 118 children that walk to Virgil Public School every day. And if we think for a minute about the ages of the children that would be involved in busing, they would be as young as 3.5 to 4 years old, traveling up to 40 minutes each way. That's an hour and 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Some of these children are not even potty trained yet. Children would be coming away as far as Niagara-on-the-Green, and the understanding is that the traveling could be up to 60 minutes each way on the bus ride. An amalgamated school would require our children to be bused a minimum of 1 hour per day to a school site on the highway. Busing takes away from time that could be spent on sports and other extracurricular activities. In addition, a recent BC Smart Growth Health report identified daily walking is increased by 21% if your school is located within 1 kilometer of your residential home. In 2007, the University of Toronto's Ontario Institute for Studies in Education reviewed 59 empirical studies pertaining to the effects of school size on student outcomes. The weight of evidence of the 59 studies clearly favors small schools on a wide array of student outcomes, including greater academic achievement and equitable distribution of learning across socioeconomic status. The recommended optimum school size for elementary school students is approximately 300 students. Now, many parents have told me flat out that the idea of having their young children, aged 4 to 14, intermixed with high school age children was absurd to them. That there was no way that they would ever send their young children to a school with over 1,200 students, many of which were high school age. I personally feel the same way. Many parents that we have spoken with have said that they would rather drive their children to schools in St. Catharines and Niagara Falls first. In the Good Places to Learn Action Plan, the Government of Ontario states, a school building and its grounds are more than a practical site for instruction and learning. They are also the hub for wider community activity. Ultimately, a school's condition reflects the state of commitment of one generation to the advancement of the next. The government believes that the education program needs of students must lead decisions concerning buildings and grounds. Too often in the recent past, it has been the other way around. Most observers and experts agree that it is what happens at the local school level that matters most to student achievement and progress. In order to be a vibrant, healthy community, we believe the town needs to attract and keep a wide demographic mix of individuals. It does not appear that much has been done in the past to attract young families to this community. And let's face it, it is the young families that spend a lot of money in this community. Several local businesses have pledged their support to our group, and they have all stated that they rely heavily on the locals for their livelihood, not on the tourists. It is the locals with young families that spend the most amount of money in this community. Young families are a major contributor to the local economy here in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And I would think that the town would want to do everything possible to welcome them with open arms. It is hard enough to attract young families to this area. Why would we want to alienate them by shutting down our existing community-based elementary schools? Our group has a question and a request for council. The question is, what policies have been developed by the town to specifically attract young families to this community and to keep them here? How are these policies incorporated into your strategic plan or long-term vision of the community? The request is that the town council adopt a resolution that clearly states it is the policy of Niagara-on-the-Lake to support small neighborhood-based elementary schools in the existing urban area. We do support a viable high school in Niagara-on-the-Lake, but not at the expense of jeopardizing 882 children's elementary school experience. We see saving NDSS and supporting small neighborhood-based elementary schools as two separate and distinct issues, and neither can be properly addressed by an amalgamated mega school option. We believe that as parents, we must respect and protect the innocence and the spirit of our elementary school children. They are our future. We and they await your response. Thank you.
Thank you.